Okay, so what we're gonna do today is they said with our hurricane, they were like, hey, people still need to see their teachers. So hey, here's your teacher. I was gonna talk to you about what we did or what we were going to do on B Day that we would have done in class when we had a hurricane. Because what else? We're gonna have a hurricane this year, and also, how about we just make a topper, have a blizzard with a big, huge earthquake, and a hurricane. Maybe that's the next thing. Cause I don't feel like I'm a sissy anymore. Bring it. That's what I think. Okay, so I'm showing the class comebackers. So I totally spent like 10 minutes, probably for real, 10 minutes of my life just drawing this drawing. This is how not a drawer I am. So what I'm showing is the comebacker. Okay, so if you've never seen a comebacker, go ahead and, make sure it's okay with your parents, but be like, can I look a comebacker up at like a baseball pitch? He pitches it, and then the comebacker is when it gets hit right back at the pitcher. So that's what's happening here is, yikes, that's what he's doing. He's like, yikes. But he really doesn't have time to react. That says yikes. He doesn't have time to react. That thing's gonna hit him. It's gonna hit him in the face. So I would encourage you to look at a couple of those types of injuries, because what we're gonna do next is a soap note. All right, so we're gonna go with the comebacker injury. So we're gonna say the guy pitched the ball and the one up to bat hit the ball line drive to his face. Okay, so story of this, or the subjective part of our soap note, is gonna be like ball hit in face. We could be like, make it a little more hit in the face. That's good. I write good. Okay, the objective part. What would we measure on a guy that just got hit in the face? We would probably check his vitals, right? We would check for vitals. We would also check for deformities. I'll bet there are some deformities, because that's a high velocity projectile right at your face. Deformities, sure. Bleeding. Yikes, this guy could hurt. Okay, so if there's stuff from the inside coming to the outside, we're gonna note that. Swelling, tenderness, that kind of stuff we can measure. He probably has a broken face. Sadly. Okay, assessment. We're gonna just say like he shattered his orbit. So those are the bones surrounding the eyeball. Shattered orbit. Okay, and I've seen it happen on a high school setting twice. Once to a girl on the softball team and once to a boy on the baseball team. When that ball comes back, you don't have the time to put your glove up or your hand up or anything. It comes back fast. So likely some metal. Gonna go heavy metal going right in your face. You're probably gonna have to actually support the eyeball. So in some case, if it's the inferior portion of the orbit, they're gonna have to put the eyeball back in place if that happened. We're gonna say like metal support. They're gonna get surgery is what's gonna happen. Surgery, and we're gonna hope that everything looks symmetrical in the end. Okay, so another thing that we did in class, or we are gonna do in class, we would have done if there wasn't a hurricane, is we would have had an ethics debate. And in place of that, 8A kids, I want you to just go ahead and you'll do a paper about about the topics. And then we started to talk about careers, because there is a career assignment coming up next time. So I'm gonna have you play it with your family, I guess. But it's like the Ellen game, which, oh, we can't say Ellen because she's bad now. But she had that game where you put the name up here and you have to guess what they're talking about. So you're gonna have to research the careers a little bit and do that to your family. I'm not sure how I'm gonna have you turn that in, but that's gonna be how we make up the day. So back on track next week until our next disaster. Who knows what it will be. So stay safe.